Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Here we go. Fight and 7.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tyrese Bowser blowing that play up. CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he will lose yardage and be backed into the 24. So truly a play. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. James Prochet deep for Baltimore. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 18. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Ravens will take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Jackson from the shotgun. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to pull it away. Prochet on the return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Play action. It's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker ready to connect on the extra point. It's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And some room to work. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Here's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. Now Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. Touchdown, Dolphins! Raheem Mostert, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start with the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone as he's got a first down on that last catch. They go play action with Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which.
The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Fights forward at the 20. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
To throw is Jackson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Dancing to his left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. looks like he's going to throw it.
Pass is caught for a first, but he's looking for more.
The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise.
And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up the first down? Instead, they go for the end zone. They get it done with no margin for error. Not 4th down. They went for it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Miami set to take over. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units. And the defensive needs a really tough spot there. An easy way to make it up to him. Get out there now, get some points on this drive.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
To try again after the sack.
Tua, this one complete to Jalen Waddle.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Sanders' kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half.
Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after the game. We're going to skip through halftime here and headed back to the field for the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this 3rd quarter.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action now. Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
And this returnable for Hill.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tyus Bowser picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
They'll go with the option, coming right. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Jackson now.
Touchdown! Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
That time, a 6-play drive.
And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Looking to pass. Tua.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Tua going to throw. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. That's complete right around the 8. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And he's got it. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the 1st before he's brought down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They'll try it now with Mostert.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Raheem Mostert,
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
2 and a throw again. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time is running